Money is important. What's more important than owning it is being able to earn passively by investing logically. So we should always keep an eye out for modes where we can invest our money and profit. Our ancestors and people in the olden times had a rather different world than ours, where the money movement was different. But they did invest their money anyway, through which they earned profits. With time, these modes of investment have become unpopular, and newer methods have developed. But are those modes of investment completely redundant? Not quite so. Some things can prove profitable even today if we care to invest in them. If you are looking for some unusual things where people don't invest their money but should, keep watching the video because we have compiled 10 things you can consider putting your money into. Before the video starts, make sure to subscribe for more weekly videos on interesting topics just like this. Number 10. Stamps. Postage stamps may be a thing of the past, but they still hold immense value. Experts believe that some valuable and limited edition stamps can yield up to 5% to 20% return over time, but it requires patience. You will have to hold on to them for at least 5 to 10 years. Try to look for scarce and limited edition stamps. They will most probably appreciate their value over time. Number 9. Cheap housing. You may not be able to afford a luxurious beachside house as an investment today because of high inflation and low incomes, but you can start small at any given time. Separate some money as an investment fund. After a few months, when it becomes a significant amount, search for under construction or newly built housing. It doesn't have to be a good-looking place. Once you have that real estate in your name, start renovating it a little at a time. It will not only begin to look well made, but also increase in value over time. Now you can rent it out or even sell it. This way, a cheap real estate investment of yours will become a profit-earning passive income for you. Number 8. Comic books. Everyone knows how popular comic books were in the olden ways when watching a movie or a show was only considered a luxury very few could afford. Many of the cartoon characters gained their early popularity through comic book sales. There would be comic releases with time intervals like episodes of a show today, and children would buy them to continue reading their favorite story. After reading, these comics would be tossed away out of sight, but as a matter of fact, these old comics are worth a lot more than they were back then. If you happen to own some old comics, they can earn you quite some profit because they are considered collectibles today. Condition and scarcity of the comic greatly influence the value of the comic. For example, a 50-year-old mint copy of the debut Superman sold at $1.5 million at an auction in 2010. If you can get your hands on some cheap copies, your investment can earn you well if you find the right buyer. Number 7. Cannabis. The time when marijuana and derived products were illegal is behind us. Many countries in the West and some US states have legalized its use and medical use, and its popularity is on the rise. Many CBD products are in the market and are gaining the public's vote as being beneficial. The more popular it becomes, more and more investors will try to bring it to their countries too. So today may be the perfect time to invest in cannabis stocks to capitalize on its potential growth. Number 6. Fine art. Art can be timeless. Therefore, the art pieces that were made hundreds of years ago are worth millions today. People have been investing in art forms for centuries, but today isn't a prevalent investment mode. Only a few arts-loving circles of people like to hold on to pieces with a lot of value. Art has held up well in economic downturns. And in fact, if the art subject carries some significance and association with current politics or any world situation, it will increase in value. Some popular artists only produced a few masterpieces, and so they are worth millions today. Don't worry, you don't have to invest millions in an art piece. Start low. Find pieces that have perspective, color, and composition of art. Something that can promise an increase in value with time, and in some years you will surely be able to sell it at a high profit margin. Number 5. Valuable objects. Many objects that were used in the past have grown in popularity as collectibles. Objects like silverware, crockery, jewelry items, wearables, and even good quality furniture have sold for a lot more than their original price. Furthermore, if that object has been through or associated with a significant world event like the World Wars, or has been produced by a famous label, then these objects are worth thousands of dollars. So you can search for antique and valuable items in yard sales, flea markets, and in your home and hold on to them. Hopefully in some time, it will earn you a profit at the hand of the correct seller. Number 4. Stock market. Today's young generation is yet to decipher the high profit yielding capabilities of the stock market. You are missing out if you haven't explored this investment mode yet. Stock market investment is a whole art itself. It requires constant lookout on trends in the world economy, as they tend to influence market activity to some extent. Stock market investments has this image of being the choice of the settled people, not the youngsters. But the earlier you start putting your money in it, the earlier you will learn how to go about it. World-famous investors like Warren Buffett is the most successful investor and advises people to follow his steps and invest in the stock market. Number 3. Real estate. If you have enough funds, you can invest in buying a property. For example, residential land, timberland, and farmland. Land that produces goods having value can be a great source of passive income. Over time, real estate has generally increased its value and benefited the owners. Once you own a plot of land, you can generate ongoing passive income, and you can even use it as part of your strategy of building wealth. Number 2. Precious metals. How profitable is investing in precious metals like gold and silver, you ask? Well, it depends on your goals, but generally, it is possible to earn profits on its resale over time. If you're looking to provide for your children and grandchildren, then you might want to consider investing in gold and silver bullion instead of stocks or bonds. Gold and silver are the most stable currencies when it comes to inflation, which can lead to significant increases in value over time. If you're looking for a short-term return on investment, buying coins or bars may be the way to go. While they may not offer as much long-term stability as bullion, their value is more likely to increase dramatically within a year than stocks or bonds. Number 1. Corporate bonds. Corporations and government agencies issue these bonds, so they're backed by the strength of their companies and governments. The less risk they incur, the more they earn, making them a great way to invest your money. They're an excellent option for investors who want to take advantage of the low interest rates offered by the government and banks. The benefit of corporate bonds is that they can be traded like stocks, so if you know how to buy and sell them and have the right broker, you can make some serious money. When you invest in corporate bonds, you may receive a regular income stream that is paid out over time. This is known as a dividend or coupon payment. You'll receive this payment once per year on your bond's maturity date. While people don't invest in these much more, we think you should. We hope you found our video interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new uploads. Thanks for watching and see you next time.